Hey, good morning. This is Coach Curt Johnson with your daily dose of destiny. Welcome on behalf of Ann Sieg and all of us here at the E-Commerce Business School. We are here to help you fulfill your destiny a day at a time. Hey, yesterday I had some fun talking about technology. We talked about typing class in high school 40 some years ago, and a lot of you could relate to that. Got me to thinking and doing a little bit more reminiscing. And so if you want to be notified of these broadcasts, you can type add me, or you can go and check us out at the e-commerce business school at www.joinebs.com. You know what? It's no use resisting the trends in technology, especially in this fast-moving digital world. I told the story yesterday very briefly of my grandkids going into a museum and seeing a phone nailed to a wall, and they thought that was so funny. And of course, this picture to me is pretty iconic. That was my mother, that was me, and that was my older sister in the kitchen. The phone hung on the kitchen wall. What was really funny is you see this cord. I remember my mom getting a long cord, and then you put this little thing there that would twist, so these cords wouldn't get all tangled up as she walked, all the way outside the kitchen. I think it went like 10, 20 feet. Is ridiculous. So anyway, that was about as mobile as you got on the telephone back then. And so, and by the way, this might interest some of you. Anybody remember the party lines? Our first phone that hung on the kitchen wall, when you picked it up, you had to share it with the neighbors. Hey, Jade across the street, I need to call the doctor. Can you quit your conversation now with your mother? And she'd hang up, and then you got the line. So a lot has changed, but you know what? In that change, it keeps changing faster. It's no use resisting that change. Every once in a while, I'll still run into somebody that has the old flip phone. Oh, no, I'm going to, and that's fine. If you don't have entrepreneurial aspirations, it's okay. Just stay in your comfort zone, cruise in your life, enjoy. I'm not against any of that like that. Okay. So I'm not down on that, but you can't have it both ways. You can't have those comfort zones and just stay stuck in what you're doing. Like I have another friend that just won't text. Okay, well, that's fine. Just cruise, stay in your comfort zones, on and on. I'm not saying that's wrong, but you can't have it both ways. You can't do that and continue to aggressively be a successful, pioneering, entrepreneurial person. You can't have both. So you got to choose one or the other. And here at the E-Commerce Business School, you can check us out at www.joinebs.com. We are pioneering. We're staying on the cutting edge. We want to cooperate with the technology, systems, all of that still continues to rapidly develop. One of our great executives here, just a new piece of software just yesterday. I can't believe what it can do with PDFs. Just bam, 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 bam. So you need to keep progressing. I'd say it's probably about 15 years ago, maybe a dozen years ago now, I was visiting my folks. They have a house on a lake, and my dad's a retired stockbroker. My parents are still alive, fairly healthy at 84. But anyway, this is like 15 years ago. I'm sitting on the couch talking to my mom, and my dad comes running from the backyard, rushes through the house into the den, and turns on the TV. I look at my mom and what's that about? She said, oh, every day when the stock market report comes on the television, your dad rushes in because he wants to see the stocks. I thought, really? So the next day, I went and bought a computer, brought it to his house, and set it up. He didn't want it. I don't want that computer. Blah, 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 blah. I said, Dad, it's ridiculous that you plan your day around 3:15. You could see the stock market almost real time, all day, every day if you want. Unfortunately, that's what he did. After I installed the computer, my mother said he spent hours and hours and hours in front of the computer, watching the stocks and learning about day trading and all that kind of stuff. And so, sometimes we're our own worst enemies. We don't realize the ruts and the paradigms and the mindsets we get stuck in. Hi, Candida. Hello, Kathleen. Doing a little bit more reminiscing. Kathleen, do you remember this in your kitchen back when you grew up? I do. And so, don't resist technology if you want to be an entrepreneur, because whatever comfort, whatever lessons you've learned now, especially in the realm of technology in this digital world, you say, now I got it. Now I got it. Well, you might have it nailed today, but you won't tomorrow. All right, you've got to stay. I'm going to stay current. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep going forward. And if you don't, you'll just lose productivity. As long as you're making that choice consciously. I've talked about my wife. She scans. She doesn't like the little handheld scanner. She likes just taking the picture on her phone when she does books. Well, she knows she's making that decision. She knows it takes about 4 times longer than if she had a scanner. But that's the way she wants to do it. That's the way she enjoys it. At least she's making that decision with real data, not in denial. Oh, I can do it just as fast this way. Some people just get real silly. She's not doing that. I think because she likes children's books, she really likes taking her time looking at the books. And that's fine. So make the decisions that's best for you. But don't resist the technology, the development, the continual learning process if you plan on fulfilling your destiny. So, yeah, Kathleen says, yes, indeed. Kathleen, my mom got a long cord so she could go all over the house, and even one of these little adapters here where it would spin so the cord wouldn't get tangled. Did you ever hold the phone upside down and just let it unspin? Anyway, a little bit of nostalgia there. So if you ever go to a museum and your grandkids laugh because the phone is nailed to the wall, realize how much has changed and how much it's going to continue to change, and how much you may need to change your mindsets to stay up to date in all that's going on in this, rapidly evolving world. It's only going to increase, not decrease. So this is Coach Curt Johnson. If you want to know more about us, you can go to www.joinebs.com and journey and travel with a tribe, with a pack, with a community that's committed to share one another. The collective wisdom we have not just our coaches, trainers, and faculty, but our great members far exceeds anything else that's out there. And if you don't, just prove me wrong if you don't believe that, as far as working together hand in hand to move forward as a tribe. So, having said that, are you going to have a great day? No. Make it a great day. Coach Curt, signing off.